It's 2019 and I'm on the road. I had left Herberton and was heading towards Georgetown. I'd done this road from west to east a couple of times in the past, and so the area I was to travel in was familiar. And then Lady Luck played a hand when I decided to detour to a place called Einasleigh, and another bucket list item was achieved. Well, good morning. It's 9:02 and it's the 4th of July, American Independence Day, and we've had a peaceful night. We had a friend back in the bush a wee bit. They left sometime this morning. I don't know who they were or where they were going, but they were there 1 minute and gone the next. We're about 19 kilometres from Mount Surprise, so we'll take a wander there to start with, and then we'll see where we go from there. I've been having a look at Forsayth, which is where the Savannahlander train runs to, and there's a bit of history about the railway line. The railway line eventually ran from Mareeba out to Chillagoe. And then at Almondon, as time went on, the guy who set it all up decided to run a line down to Forsayth, because there was more mining down in that area. And then when the Chillagoe smelter closed up, the railway line was eventually sold off, and now the Savannahlander runs as a private enterprise between Cairns and Forsayth, going out through Mount Surprise. Also down at Forsayth, or south of it, is Cobalt Gorge. You know, that one I've got to think about. $100 for a 3-hour tour. I've got to think about that one, but geez, you only get one chance to do these things sometimes, don't you? So we'll see what happens. We're on the road again. We're not too far out of Mount Surprise at the moment. Promotional signs for the Savannah Way. Just follow one. Few caravans going the other way so far this morning. Mount Surprise. Did I see what I thought I saw there? Powered sites, $45. Might take another run past you in a moment. They used to have a sign out the front of that cafe saying burgers the way they used to be made. the Mount Surprise station over there. Hotel Caravan Park. To the right of us. This truck here went past me just outside of town. Uh, 25 and 15, righto. There's an area in there you can probably pull up and have a picnic. I don't know that I've been over the other side of the railway line, so we might take a run over there and have a look and see. Bedrock Village is over here. The village is in there, I see. Old ambulance. There's a caravan park in there as well. I have to say, it doesn't look as though the railway line gets a lot of use, but because it is only a motor rail, so it's not a heavy train. And I suppose once a week or there and back anyway, that's not going to make a lot of difference to the rail as far as being shite and briny is concerned. Welcome to the Variety Bash 2019. There are gem fields around this area, I understand. School. Cheap fuel, diesel $1.65.8. A pub. Doesn't have his cheap burger sign or his burger sign out there now. Now there is an underbody wash just along here. Well, there was. You take your caravan and get rid of any seeds and things that are underneath your vehicle. And that's closed. Doesn't happen anymore. It is right there. It says right. Mount Surprise, they have a car wash, and the idea is an underbody wash to get rid of the seeds and rubbish that might be underneath your car. So take a run through.
You can't see a bloody thing.
Well, I hope we did a good job of closing the windows on the caravan. Now this is Mount Surprise. Mount Surprise is 285 kilometres west of Cairns. Mount Surprise and the surrounding area has a population of around 160. The town was founded by Ezra Firth from the English county of Yorkshire, who along with his family settled in the area in 1864. The property struggled at first. Relations with the indigenous inhabitants of the country were hostile, and the country was not suited for wool growing. The discovery of gold in the 1880s and the subsequent gold rush allowed Firth to sell his sheep to the miners, converting his holding to cattle and become wealthy selling goods to the miners. In 1908, the railway reached Mount Surprise. Mount Surprise is a passenger rail service to the Savannahlander, with weekly service from March to December inclusive from the city of Cairns to Einasleigh and Forsayth to the west and return to Cairns in the east. The town today is little more than a pub, one cafe, 2 petrol stations and a small store, a gem shop, a police station and 2 trailer parks or caravan parks. One park has a block of modern motel units. At the Mount Surprise Tourist Park, a large bird aviary is open to the public. Okay, Georgetown, 92. Geez, there's a big beast standing right on the edge of the road, on the other side of the road there, and there's a truck coming down the other way, and went past him, and the beast just looked at it as it went past, never moved. Geez, if he'd stepped out in front of it, it would have been a mess. Just got to be so aware of the animals along here. A bit of a look at what's ahead of us. This is actually the first time I've driven this road in this direction. I've driven it the other way a couple of times. There's a little one on the side of the road. I'm glad I didn't meet this bloke on that bridge. The old bitumen roads over here are very narrow. The dual lane roads. Where they fixed them up, they're a bit wider, that's good, but we've got a nice little mountain range to go through, but I just can't remember whether it's this side of Georgetown or the other side, between Georgetown and Croydon. Anyway, there's a few hills ahead of us at the moment. Another one of these bridges, they narrow it up. I mean, the bridge is the same width as the road, but when you've just got that little lip, you don't feel all that confident. Yeah, this is the standard or the typical development road like this. It's a double width gravel road, but it has a single bitumen strip down the middle. You get trucks coming along, you just get off and let them go. Don't know why they bother about putting a white line down the middle. The road's not wide enough to support a white line down the middle, I don't reckon, but still. I guess they're just trying to keep people separated up over the hill, over the crest. Oh, now the road widens back out again for us. Copperfield Gorge, turn left 700 metres. So what's Copperfield Gorge all about, I wonder? .45 kilometres to it. There's no signal. Well, I was wondering whether to go to Copperfield Gorge or not, but it's 45k, only return. Dirt road. Did I really want to do that or not? I can't find any information on it because we're not on the net here. See how close they graze to the edge of the road, and they've got all that grass out there. It's ridiculous. Also got cloud coming up behind me. According to the weather this morning, there's rain coming into the coast. Now we're a fair way in from the coast now, but also looked as though it was going to spread fairly well across the state, so don't want to get caught out. Not that probably won't see any rain here for bloody yonks, but still. Anyway, we'll go on to Georgetown and then we'll go down to Forsayth and we'll see what we do from there. Maybe have a look at Cobalt or Cobbled or however they call it, Gorge. H.L. Loudon Bridge. There's a bit of water in there, not a lot, but just a bit. And there's a rest area on the other side of the bridge. We might pull up and have morning tea. That's the Einasleigh River. Now if we followed that down, we'd come to that gorge we were talking about. Anyway. Well, it's 10:52. We spent a bit of time there, but been poring over the maps. And time will tell whether or not I'm making the right decision or not. But I'm going back to the Copperfield Gorge turn-off to Einasleigh, because Einasleigh, that road leads around to Forsayth, which then goes back to Georgetown. I haven't been that way, so we'll see. Now we've got some dirt to travel over, so that's going to be interesting. I see, and someone's parked their caravan down the bottom there. They're camping there for the night, or maybe just the afternoon, who knows. But still, they found themselves a spot. This is the Einasleigh River. Pretty wide when it's running. This is probably underwater. There's fences across there to stop you getting down to the water there, or down to the river there. It's only 5k back or thereabouts, so we haven't lost a lot of time on, or haven't lost a lot of whatever. So it's time for a bit of adventure. Okay, so this is the turn off. It's about 40 kilometres down to Einasleigh, I think, or a bit more maybe. 45. Okay. Well, this certainly hasn't been graded in a while, that's for sure. That's a winding road for the next 40 kilometres. The road's sort of roughish like this all the way? All right. So there you have it. Like this. For the next 18 kilometres, and then apparently not bad. So we'll just take it easy. Take it nice and steady. Pretty handsome hills there. Yeah, this would make it a bit difficult to get in and out if it was raining, that's for sure, or if the river was running. Well, this would rage through here when it was wet, that's for sure. Well, I wonder if this is the good road they were talking about. Another cattle all sitting down for the day. Oh, there's a dam there, I see. Or a water hole or something. Water hole, probably. Well, there's a campground here, by the looks of things. This is the one that they were telling us about. Jardine Lagoon Camp. What is Jardine Lagoon? That it there, is it? Okay, we're assuming this is Jardine Lagoon. This is a campground right alongside of it. Supposedly the road is better from here on in, but see how we go. Copperfield Gorge is 20 kilometres away. These cattle are amazing, they just don't care. You're going to drive around? Well, you drive around, but I'm easy. Well, there we go. We got the railway line running alongside of us. I thought I saw something that looked like a railway line. So the Savannahlander would run along here through Einasleigh across to Forsayth, obviously, which would be the way it would work, of course. Mount Surprise, Einasleigh, and then Mount Forsayth. There's a lot of these. We've just been going through a heap of them that we haven't been recording. All riverbeds. In the wet season, these would be flowing well and truly. Been a few people coming out. So whether they've done the full circuit or not, or whether they've only done part of it. Okay, turn off there to Ellendale. I would think that we're not too far from Einasleigh at this point in time. Odd shaped hill here, it's sort of shaped like a wart. plane flying around up there too. Just taken off from the airstrip, I'd suggest. Oh, water. Water. And a little... Okay, a little weir here. There's the railway line one side of us again. Okay, so Copperfield Gorge is up to the right, Kidston to the left, Georgetown, Forsayth, Einasleigh to the right as well. Okay. High clearance only, it says. Oh yeah, maybe that's for Copperfield Gorge or something. Welcome to Einasleigh. There's the Einasleigh River. Einasleigh Hotel. Camping behind the pub. I had asked the barman in the pub whether the Savannahlander still did the trip out there, only to be told yes it did, and in fact was due to arrive in town in an hour's time. I could not believe my luck. Well friends, that is the Savannahlander. We were going to go and have a look at the gorge, but with a train in now and a whole heap of passengers down there combing through the place, I figured out, well, we'll give it a miss. But it was worth hanging on for. Again, another time when there's been pure luck. I've happened to be in the right place at the right time. It does happen occasionally. So this is Einasleigh, and I think we turn left. In fact, I'm sure we turn left. Georgetown, Forsayth 73, we're not going to make that tonight. Cobbled Gorge is down this way as well. We will see whether we're going to do that or not. There's no mobile service out here at all. There's a post box and a telephone box. So at least Doctor Who gets to operate out here. Camping area for self-contained vehicles here. Camping by donation. The Savannahlander stays here for about an hour or so, I think, before it moves on to Georgetown. Not to Georgetown, the other place. Forsayth. Forsayth is the word you're looking for. It's 20 to 3. According to my map, this is bitumen all the way through. But according to people I spoke to this morning, they reckon it was dirt. So I don't know which way it is. But currently the road is wider. It's as good, if not better, than the main road. It's running around the top of a ridge at the moment, and there would be some nice views if someone knocked a few trees down. Yeah, that's likely to happen, isn't it? There you go, there's a view ahead of you. Reduce speed, it said. This is Stockman's Creek. That's why they want us to reduce speed. Go over the top of that 100 kilometres an hour, you'd fly. Wow, look at those rocks. Well, we're going from a wide road to a narrow road. Apparently. Canyon Resource Reserve is where we're into. Well, we're up in the hills here, that's for sure. Up around 568 metres. We've been down as low as 503 that I've looked at. I don't know what it was back at Einasleigh. There's a view for you. .582 metres we took that from. Looking down into the valley, or across the valley. It's interesting they're telling trucks to use low gear, but we're going up, not down. Well, you would naturally use low gear. Oh, there's a spot for the caravanning for the night. 658. That's been the biggest one so far. I'm not knocking them, and I'm glad that they've done this road, but there's so many patches on the main road that are, you know, the central bitumen strip that should be fixed up. And you've got this road here which is really nice. It's crazy. One dude camping area ahead. So what's that all about? Oh yeah? No, dirt road in.
And the bitumen ends. So 361 is the figure where the dirt started. All of a sudden I've got a heap of caravans. One horse. Is there another one? Yep, they're both on that side of the road though. Okay. Horses tend to be a little more flighty than what cattle do. I was going to say, now that we're through the hills, what a totally different scenario, but we're travelling at 695 metres, which is taller than what, further up than what we were when we were going up and down the hills. Interesting. So we're obviously on a plateau of some sort. Okay, 371, so there's 10 kilometres of dirt there so far. Looks like a railway line beside us again. Skippy. We're a station up here. First one of those we've seen on this road. More bovines. It's interesting, we've dropped about 140, 150 metres now. Out of 509. $4.21. Goldfields Hotel, 4 kilometres. Ah, closer than I thought we were. Forsayth. Police station in there. Blackwater disposal only. Bill's Hotel. Laundromat. They locked the fuel away.
Yard dog on duty. Savannahlander, that's the station. Tourist boat. There's a caravan park further back as well. There's some more parked over the road here. Forsayth Rural Fire Brigade. That's the hotel. Forsayth bed and breakfasts. There's the RV dump point. And the public toilets here as well. Okay, so that was Forsayth. Okay, I think we'll give Cobble Gorge a miss. And now we're heading for Georgetown.
Signal. Signal, we had signal. Oh well. Signal's a little bit flat, that's all I'm looking for. So it's a bit flat. We got what we want. So the helicopter pad.
If you enjoyed this video, there are over 400 more just like it on this channel. Subscribe and hit the notification bell and we'll let you know when our next video is available. If you like the video, hit the like button and maybe even leave a comment. If you weren't too impressed, the dislike button tells us absolutely nothing. So tell us why, so that we can do something about it. Thanks for watching.